Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. So John Fury, Tyson Fury's father, 57 years old. I don't know who likes the limelight more, man. John Fury or, or John Fury, okay? This guy is always in the middle of something. But it's good because he keeps his name out there and in turn keeps his son Tyson Fury's name out there. So he keeps the Fury name out there. Good for Tommy Fury, good for Peter Fury, good for Savannah Marshall, good for anyone tied to the Furies, right? But he's going on saying that nobody wants to participate in an exhibition bout with him when it comes to boxing. And he's talking about people like Evander, Holyfield, and Mike Tyson. Now this is the thing, okay? We know that John Fury thinks highly of himself. Always talking about kicking somebody's butt. He was trying to fight Deontay Wilder, at least, I would call it a grand charge. Didn't really want to let the hands fly, but really comes off with a whole lot of bark, right? But he's too old to be out here acting like this. So now he wants to mix it up with Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. Nobody wants to do an exhibition bout with him. He said these guys can't really call themselves legends unless they get in the ring with him. So it makes me wonder, has Jake Paul really just like taken over, even those guys who totally despised him? And I'm talking about even John Fury, because he's taking a page out of Jake Paul's book, trolling people, calling people out. Is he looking for the Canelo payday? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is going on with John Fury? I just don't understand. But he insisted the other morning during an interview, man, that he remains happily, retired, because he used to be a boxer and he's glad to see his son's retired. But he's also said at the same time, what's going on here, that he doesn't mind getting back in the ring. So when I heard that he was saying he was happily retired, I said he must be talking about his son. But then he said that his son is happily retired. I was like, well, what the hell? I know John Fury was supposed to be a bare-knuckle brawler back in the day when he was young. I think he gouged out somebody's eyeball or bit off somebody's eyeball. Something crazy that he did, okay? But I didn't know that. I didn't know he was a professional boxer at a point in time, man. But he actually fought professionally between 1987 and 1995. So, okay, that's why he has some boxing knowledge, and he can get, he got his son up to speed, and he's been able to help other fighters. I thought he picked up what boxing IQ he possesses as a result of being involved in bare-knuckle brawling. I had no idea this man was a professional fighter. And he had 13 fights, and he won 8 of them. So he was average, okay? So he was average. But, he's always alongside Tyson Fury, and he's training Tommy. And the thing is, right now, he's saying, hey, he'll do an exhibition with anyone for the right money. So I think, like I said, he's kind of getting caught up with, he's not a YouTuber, but he's kind of a YouTuber, okay? Because that's how most of us know him, from his interviews and on YouTube. So although he doesn't have, I don't know, I need to look, right? If he has his own YouTube channel where he's posting videos and clips of himself, but it makes me wonder, is what's his name here, John Fury getting caught up in all the YouTube hype and guys who have a huge profile and platform on social media, and these guys coming out there making millions of dollars for what we consider like a joke of a fight? But you got to give Jake Paul credit. The man's taking it serious and he's trying to do something. Will he get there? Who knows? But, he's got that freeze ray of a right hand, so when you have power like that, you'd be surprised with how far it can take you. But when it comes to John Fury, he's just saying, hey, why not? They're going to pay me a few $1 million, man. He believes he's up there with the fittest people at his age. He's still on the road. He's still in the gym. He's still sparring, so why not? I'm 57, so they're going to do it. They need to be quick about it. I can't hang on forever at this age. I'm up for anything and anybody as long as the money's right. So again, man, want the payday. he says nuisances and dreamers don't bother applying. So he's like, don't waste his time, man. But it's just hilarious to me, man. And I didn't know that he fought in the hundreds of unlicensed bare knuckle fights, claiming to have banked over 100,000 pounds for one fight back in Ireland in the early 90s. I don't know how true that is, but got to take the man at his word. It doesn't seem like someone who would lie, exaggerate, maybe lie. I don't know. So I don't know if they wants to indulge in hyperbole, but maybe. But anyway, I think if he was young, I think he would have done well because the whole BKB bare knuckle boxing championship is huge. MMA is huge, and these guys, Bellator, these guys are making a lot of money, man. And a guy like John Fury, he knows a lot about bare knuckle fighting. He's done more professional stuff, but he said it's dangerous. He said it's dangerous. You can get hurt, especially with these athletes who are trained to do it professionally. And he said bare knuckle boxing was never a professional sport. It was just him being out there settling disputes. So for him to have had a couple hundred bare knuckle brawls, he had a lot of disputes. So I would have to dispute that claim. You know what I'm saying? That's who the hell runs around here has over 200 bare knuckle brawls. So I just don't know about that. But hey, like I said, man, we'll see if anybody takes him up on his offer. I, for one, just don't think so, man. But he's funny, man. But doesn't he look like damn this Despicable Me character right here? That's what he reminds me of. But to be honest with you, when it comes to John Fury, if he wants to get in the ring with somebody because he's still sparring and he feels fit, get in there with Dean Whyte. That's who you should get in there with, John Fury. Why you not calling out Dean Whyte? There's money in that. It may not be millions of dollars, but get in there and make you a quick 300,000. Do an exhibition with Dean Whyte, right? You and Dean Whyte were about to fight on stage, weren't you? Why isn't he calling out Dean Whyte? If I remember when he and Dean Whyte were talking, John Fury was just saying just a bunch of emotions and banter and how he's too old. He may still feel that he can fight and do things, but he's probably too old to do it. And it's like they buried the hatchet. That tune changed when Dean Whyte, stepped to him, because Dean Whyte was trying to be respectful, but at the same time he was still kind of letting them know, like, man, I'll put some respect on my name, right? But anyway, man, I like John Fury, man. He's entertaining, but he needs to go somewhere and sit down. Trying to call out Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. If you really want to get it on with somebody, Dean Whyte's just right there in your backyard, man. Go out there and fight with, what's Dean Whyte, like 6'10" or something? Go fight Dean Whyte, Big John Fury, man. Go in there and if you can get through Dean Whyte, then call out Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. But I doubt you even getting through Dean Whyte, man. But anyway, man, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. John Fury, he make more headlines than Tyson Fury, doesn't he? Absolutely hilarious. But anyway, shout out to the veterans. I appreciate the support, and y'all keep safe. And as always, I'm in the breeze.